Hello, this is Rocky Marciano. When I was heavyweight champion of the world, they called me the Brockton Blockbuster. You find out why.
Welcome to the Rocky Marciano Archives, a channel dedicated to the life and career of the immortal champion. In this edition, we bring you the condensed tale of Marciano's genius trainer, Charlie Goldman. At least the first part. We notice that previously many drop out before the uploads have concluded, and that's fine. In this busy world, we understand. So to ensure your precious time is not impacted for too long and information is not missed, from now on, we will split these uploads up into smaller, bite-sized portions. We hope, in this format, you get even more out of this. Goldman was a short, bespectacled little Svengali with gnarled, brittle hands and nose flattened by over 400 fights as a bantamweight dating back to the early 1900s when he was but 14. He had learned his trade from the taverns and streets of the Red Hook district of Brooklyn, where he had landed at the end of the 19th century from his native Poland, where he was born under the biblical-sounding name of Israel in the mostly Jewish province of Warsaw on the 22nd of December, 1887. He took his first steps into the sport under the aegis of terrible Terry McGovern, a formidable bantam, and later featherweight champion from the turn of the 20th century. It was from him that the diminutive Goldman would take his trademark black derby, which was rarely far removed from his balding pate. The pinnacle of his own career inside the ring came in 1912, when he fought the then bantamweight world champion, Johnny Coulon. That bout ended in a no decision, although most papers from the time who claimed to be the arbiters of such decisions, in an era when boxing was still illegal in many states, judged that the victory should have gone to him. Charlie was not bitter, even though he would never get another chance to scale the summit himself. For just 2 short years later, he had been forced to terminate his own career due to the brittleness of his 2 small yet powerful hands. However, in order that he should never sever his ties with the sport that this lifelong bachelor saw as his wife, his mistress, and his mother all rolled into one, he turned his attention to training and managing fighters himself. Over the ensuing 40 years, he became one of the most respected and beloved figures in a business that was brimming with self-centered, downright malicious characters. The great journalist Jimmy Cannon once famously penned, "To call Goldman a mere trainer was like calling Rodin a stonemason. He was one of the great artists of sport." It helped, too, that he had, long before his association with Marciano, reached the heights of forging 4 men into the envious position of champion at their respective weights. These were Al McCoy, middleweight, Joey Archibald, featherweight, Lou Ambers, lightweight, and Marty Servo, welterweight. These last 3 having all at the time of their triumphs been managed by Al Weill, leading Charlie to become his most trusted aide, the one he turned to when someone approached on the horizon who might, just might, have that extra something special. The pairing of Weill and Goldman was one of the unlikeliest marriages in boxing, yet they worked perfectly together. Their first meeting occurred when Weill was running his own concession stand at an amusement park in Carnegie, Brooklyn during the 20s. He was just as smart then as he was later on when he was running Big People, Goldman recalled. The partnership dissolved, however, during the Great Depression of the 30s, with Goldman finding employment managing a roadhouse bar in Orange Lake, New York. His relationship with his erstwhile partner would soon reignite when, in 1936, Al Weill approached him in the hope that he would train his fighters once again, starting with Ambers. This time, though, Weill would undisputably be the boss. Like his sometime associate and lifelong friend, Weill had as yet failed to produce a heavyweight champion, although he played a hand in guiding Chilean heavyweight Arturo Godoy to no less than 2 attempts at then-champion Joe Louis in 1940, although Weill would later put this down more to political engineering on his part rather than genuine talent. Thus, each was just as hungry for that prized possession. Therefore, when Weill received the letter from Colombo citing Rocky's credentials, he handed it straight to Charlie, who anticipated preparing the fighter for a possible shot at the big time. However, not even he would have been prepared for the monumental task that lay ahead. Goldman had not, unlike Weill, seen this Brockton heavy fight in the ring before, so his impressions would be based purely on the perceptions of Weill. He was in for a shock. We thank you for listening. Next time we take you into that first meeting between Goldman and his prize pupil. Until then, we will see you down the road.
If you like this content, then hit the subscribe button. To really support this channel, consider joining for just over $1 a month and unlock ad-free members-only content. Every member will play a key part in revealing the real Rocky.
I just enjoyed combat. I just enjoyed the sport that I had learned so well, and I had practiced so much that when the bell rang, I did a job. I could concentrate on the opponent.
It was a great career for me. I'm proud and very happy to talk about it. Sometimes I wonder why I was such an aggressive man in the ring.